Balmoral has been in existence since 1989. I was lucky enough, I've always been a horsey kid, and Mum and Dad bought a property that I could sort of fulfil my dreams on. Boy. It's almost more a community hub, you know, in a lot of ways. We've got a very big sort of social group, and it's a very safe place. Everyone feels very supported. I think you'll find anyone you speak to, one of the most important things here is that community and that feeling of, you know, safe space.
For over 30 years, Julia Battams has called the Balmoral Equestrian Centre, located just outside of Melbourne, her home. To many disabled riders who come through the gates here, it's a sanctuary.
It opens up new pathways everywhere. So depending on what you want to do, anything you would like to do, it opens up that pathway. Yes, it really does open up many opportunities to everybody.
We come for, you know, the one thing in common, which is the horses, but then you find this whole other aspect that you didn't even realise exist, and you've always got these amazing people to bounce off, and then all these other doors open up, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Everyone has external pressures. People with disabilities tend to have a little bit more. External pressures because of physical issues or pain. You know, I live with chronic pain, and that can really be hard on a day-to-day basis. If I don't stop and recharge, and coming here, it's like you get your cup, you know, filled again. You just come here and everyone's got this common denominator, which is horses.
You can't spend a day here without feeling that emotion, and you know, from the perspective of parents who have seen their child in the worst possible situation, to see that glimmer and that, you know, she's going to be okay. That's, yeah.
Finding Balmoral and the EPA program was kind of like a sliding door moment. It really seriously changed our life. It was like I had no idea how to make my kids' dream come true. So for us it really was miraculous.
Once they're on a horse, they are the same as everyone else. So that's really liberating for them, and you can see it, it's just pure joy. And they're really, it's an equaliser.
The first day that I came here, I'm walking in on something. What if people don't like me? And then I'm like, and when everyone started to like talk to me and stuff, I'm like, okay, it's fine. You're fine. It's okay. It's like I have such good friends here that I just look forward to it every month.
For many under Julia's wing, it's also a chance to reach new heights, with hopes of representing Australia at the Paralympics through an initiative run at the Balmoral Centre.
After Rio, EA hadn't got an active, Equestrian Australia, sorry, hadn't got an active para program in place. I just had a group at that time of 5 or 6 riders that I started with, and I just started bringing in a physio physio and an osteo and a couple of other people. We just got together randomly, and then in January 2017, I thought, oh well, we need to formalise this a little bit, so I set up a business and called it Equine Pathways, starting off with the new younger athletes, seeing them sort of suddenly realise that there's this whole world out there that they hadn't been exposed to in the past, and you know, that Paralympic dream, you can see all of a sudden it hits them, but gosh, I could actually do this, I could follow that pathway. And we've got a couple of athletes who are in that situation now, who are looking, you know, probably realistically towards 2024. Keep turning, very good, change flexion, and turn to the right now. Very good, keeping contact on the outside, ask for flexion to the inside, a little bit more active again, feeling those elbows just hanging down. Good girl, very good.
The whole venue and the whole program everybody's equal. It doesn't matter what your disability is. There's people come in that have an injury, have maybe ended up in a chair and have never ridden a horse before. And they come in and they've got the same opportunities as Joe and I who have been to the Paralympics, and I think that's one of the real values of Pathways.
People have got that passion. They've got that drive. That's how you see the ones that can do it and the ones that have got the money and got all the good stuff, but they haven't really got that drive. And it was amazing.
We will have champions in this group. I can tell you right now, there will be champions in the future that are medalists.
She will tell you, I have a goal. The 2028 Paralympics. She's got it nailed. She wants that. And she's like, I'm like, okay, let's go talk to Julia, because without Julia or without this sort of program, wouldn't have had a clue how to get her there.
The support from Julia and her team is essential in the development of these young athletes. But nothing could be achieved without the help of Balmoral's equine residents.
Well, here the horses they're kind and they're genuine horses. As a para horse, you need to have a little bit more responsibility in the arena, which these horses just take on and take it in their stride. And they try and make sure that you have the best ride you can, and they really are one of a kind. I haven't seen horses like these anywhere else, and you feel safe on them. They are your friends.
Well, the horse I'm riding at the moment, Spider, he's an absolute gem. I love the horse. I've always found he has always been in tune with me, like since day one. Like he's always been, yes, what would you like? And he's always very easily accommodated that.
I would definitely say that these horses have saved the quality of my life. I could not have been where I am after the accident without these horses, or without Julia. Julia has literally picked me up, dusted me off, and without coddling me said, off you go. I don't know where I would be without Julia, without this place, or without the horses. It would be definitely very different.
You can't help but get goosebumps, you know? I'm so lucky that I end up in this situation. There's not many people that get to see what I see on a regular basis, and I've had that several times. People saying, if it wasn't for your horses and your program, my child would be not here. That's incredible. And the horses have done that.